It's the year 2013. Bitcoin has reached $1,000. But then it breaks its all-time high. It breaks it by 17x, friends. And then it reaches $20,000. You understand? In 2021, people said you were stupid if you expected anything less than a 5x because of all the narratives. Infinite QE, 0% rates, $16 trillion in negative yielding bonds. You even had Elon Musk buying it. Michael Saylor's bought billions of dollars on it. So they said, well, if it did 17x when we didn't have QE infinite, why should we do less than a 3x when we do have the infinite QE? And guess what we did? We did a trash 3x. We did not do a 5x. I remember everyone saying, I said this too, man. I was on that camp. I was like, well, that makes sense. If we did all this money printing, surely Bitcoin, the thing that's meant to capture all the money supply, surely it goes up further. And it didn't. It didn't. That's why I'm telling you, most altcoins, they are in danger for the next bull. Here is the lizard man himself. This is us flying on the moon together, okay? Most altcoins are going to unequivocally be lackluster in price performance. The euphoria will be less. Most coins, they are just riding on the Bitcoin and Ethereum coattails. This is one of our revelations, I've told you. Yes, Bitcoin went up, but most of the returns, I've gone through many altcoins to show you that they were all derived from Bitcoin and Ethereum going up. Bitcoin did a 20x in the previous cycle. Ethereum, the absolute beast mode, did like a 50x. And that was what accounted for most of the gains. A lot of people just said, oh, everything went 50x, 100x. No. Ethereum did 54x. Every other coin was a multiplier of Ethereum. Most of them were. So if ETH did 50, okay, so roughly everything else did 50x to 400x. So if your coin did 50x, you failed, by the way, because you just matched Ethereum. So you took on all that excess risk and you were getting dumped on by the insiders. They were just dumping. Some coins were able to do 400x. You had the gaming, metaverse, layer 1 coins, etc. Some of them were able to do that. That was great. That's from the low to the top. Obviously, not many people got that unless you were inside in the ICO. So now we're looking at the future returns going forward. Now, one of the revelations that you have from pressing the like, subscribe, belly button and all, I appreciate every single one of you. One of those revelations, friends, is we've come to the decision where we're just going to have to make a decision. We're going to have to come to this one critical point. Can we maximize how much we make out of this bull with existing coins? There is an enormous risk to do it. I'm not going to do it. But there is things that people are going to try to do. They're going to try to do leverage. They're going to say, well, if we're only going to get maybe a 10x from this, and no one knows what happens, right? We could get higher, just guessing. If Ethereum can only go to 8 or 9K and everybody's going to get scammed, they're going to try to do leverage. I still don't want to touch that. It will screw you because what if when you decide to do it, the universe has sent a message out to all the other retailer plebs and they start to do it? That's what you can't control. And I promise you, every time you get an idea, on average, other people have the same idea. And remember what I said, the secret to markets is it's positioning. The last thing you want is everybody, the weak hands, to be positioned the same side as you. So that's why, even though I mentioned here the euphoria will be less, I'm still not going to take that risk. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. You've heard that saying. We've already concluded most altcoins were just functions of Bitcoin and Ethereum. We are now in crypto's 4th cycle. Super important. People are now desperate. You can feel it, by the way. Go and speak to every single person in crypto, every streamer. Go check around. People are entitled. They are entitled to another cycle. They feel like, no, I'm going to make a lot of money. We're going to make a profit. Yeah, a couple of 100x. Very naive. I'm sorry. This doesn't work out like that, okay? It doesn't work out. You might be wondering, okay, I know a lot of people ask, well, how did they make hundreds of X's before? I'll tell you how they made it. They were aiming for thousands of X's. Do you understand? Do you understand, friends? Please confirm our friendship in the comment section. Bitcoin did 20,000 X here. All right. Why do you think it only did 600 X here? It's because people thought, okay, it might go thousands of X's. No one knew what was going on. We're changing the technology, changing the world. You understand? Why did, friends, you got to appreciate this. Why did people buy Bitcoin when it was up 600X from this low, from here to here? Here you go. Why did they keep buying it and refuse to get out? It's because they were looking at the 20,000X. That's why. So let's continue. Why did people hold Bitcoin at 10, 15, and $20,000? It's because in that previous cycle, it did 600X. It did 600X here from $2 to 1,200. Why would you hold on without, so why would you let go of your coins when you've only done 100? You just touch 100. And we finally crossed the chasm, the technology adoption. You know, technology adoption right here. The visionaries, we're early, we're early, we're early. Why would you get out? It's stupid to get out, right? Not so stupid, are you? That was the top. You understand? Everybody who's holding has been using the previous cycle as an anchor. And the number keeps getting lower and lower and lower. You understand? You do understand. That's why you're my friend. I appreciate every single one of you. Keep your back straight. Keep your elbows pointy. So, now we come to 2021. Many of you were in 2021. Look, because the candles went down, don't harm yourself. Don't put yourself down. You are better than this, okay? They're just freaking tickers. They're color candles, okay? They're colored candles. The candles went red. You now feel stupid. Yes, I understand that. You are more than just your portfolio dollar figure. You are much more as a person. You have a soul. You have a brain. You have a working heart. You have morals. You have ethics. And you're my friend. That's actually most important. Screw everybody else. You are not stupid for holding here, all right? The only people who are stupid are those with that much pride and ego that they think they're the God-given right to everybody. I sold the top. I sold the top. It's a hocus pocus, dude. Who sold the top? Okay, some people sold the top. Yeah. They had other parts of their lives got absolutely destroyed too, okay? So, you were not silly for holding Bitcoin at 50 to 60K. Even though some people are going to tell you, oh, you're so stupid, right? The previous cycle did 100x from the low. You understand? Why is it going to tap 20 and then stop? Infinite QE. 16 trillion negative yielding rates, negative yielding bonds, 0% rates. Elon Musk then bought it. Elon Musk, the trendsetter, the guy's putting everybody on Mars. Why would you get out? What was the right thing to do? Get out. That was the right thing to do in hindsight. So it doesn't matter, all these stories, all these narratives, they really do capture you. I know the more attention you pay to it, you're going to be like, man, I just can't believe these people are going to be wrong. Yeah, they're wrong. Can you believe it? Elon Musk was wrong more than anything. He was really, really, really wrong. Bought the top. So have you noticed with each cycle, if you go back and you stand in each cycle top, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to talk to people here. We're trying to go back in time. I want to talk to people who were holding here. I want to talk to them. What are you looking at? What are you feeling? Okay. I want to talk to the people who were holding even in the previous cycle. Bitcoin is now $1,000 here. What are you doing? What are you thinking? All right. What are you looking at? I know what they're looking at. They're looking at the previous cycle. So what's happening now? We have our cycle. Now, this is 2021. Of course, I just told you, everyone's looking at 2017. What's going to happen in Roca Negra? What's going to happen? What are people going to be saying? What are people saying now? See, you don't even need to teleport into the future. You know what they're saying now? They're saying, oh yeah, we're all going to be rich. It's going to be a nice bull market. I'm going to sell in 2025. Okay. All right. There's a problem here. The problem is, not once in any crypto cycle from any of my research, streams, interviews, messages, people talking to people, I've never ever heard any of them where they show me the crowd consensus has already decided that they're going to sell in the bull market here. Not once. No polls, no surveys, no agreed consensus. It was, unfortunately, just to be honest with you, they were questioning whether we would ever go up in the first place. And that's precisely why we went up. Now, no one's questioning that. Be honest with yourself. Everybody's entitled to a bull market, right? You know the truth. You don't even need me to tell you, but I'm just conveying to you what everyone's saying, right? I'm the vessel here, friends. I'm the messenger. What's everybody telling you? Everybody's telling you 2025 is going to be a great year. Everyone's going to sell, make a lot of money, and get out. Okay. Wrong. Why wrong? If everybody thinks 2025 is going to be the selling year, no one's going to buy in 2025. So, what's going to happen? Most likely, 2024 is going to be the selling year. But the prices might be a lot lower than we think. What if Bitcoin's only 50K? They'll be like, bullocks, I'm not selling that. No way I'm selling that. What if your altcoins are still like down 90% from the top? Not selling. So it is something to think about. 2025, everyone's always decided, okay, 2025 is a sell year. Well, remember I told you, if people already know not to buy in 2025, they're going to buy somewhere. It's possible. All right, I don't want to like jinx it, but according to how markets usually move, if there's no dummies, emotional money in 2025, that means we get a hyperbolic moonshot in 2024 because they all expect 2025. So the 2025 people have front run themselves into 2024. I don't know if that's going to happen though, but man, it would be quite amazing if that happens. Imagine, can you imagine Bitcoin just goes straight to 80K by the end of 2024 and then just comes back down? That'd be wild, wouldn't it be? That's why you got to be ready for everything. You don't get FOMO. We are waiting for everything to play out. That's why I do ask you, please look around you. You know what I'm saying is true. You know, you're like, crap, everyone thinks they're going to get rich in 2025. So 2024 is what we rely on. But what if it's not as big as you think? Most people are probably not going to be happy with the number at the end of 2024. They'll refuse to get out. Well, we'll see. We're going to see how euphoric everybody is. That's why, I mean, you've heard me say this. The best thing that can actually happen to us is we zip up at the end of this year to like 50K, and then 2024 is actually garbage. Because then we've rinsed so many people because they're not selling in 2025 now. They've sold in 2024. That's the important part. If 2024, if next year's a trash year, then all the people who thought they were going to make riches in 2025, they actually sell in 2024. They just capitulate because they were expecting an up-only line, but now it's going down. Yeah, this part's going to be painful, but guess what happens? We might get friendship and kindness. We might actually get that. I don't know what's exactly going to happen. I just know there's different probabilities. We're going to wait and see. Don't forget these numbers. I've told you many times. Crypto, 420 million people. But that's also 420 million people who have now learned from 2021. They have learned. Take profits early. How many YouTube videos have you watched? Take profits, take profits. You all know it. We all know it now. Take profits early. Take profit, take profit. Unfortunately, this poisons the market. You understand? I've already shown you my videos on what market cap really is and the difference between liquidity and the injection required to actually push everyone's bags up. And my biggest revelation is I've told you out of like 10 people, only 1 wins and 9 lose because of liquidity. That's just what happens, right? It's actually less than that. It's actually 1 in 30, but I assume that there's volume coming in. So that's right. That's actually 1 person wins. It's actually 32. 32 lose. The average coin has like only 3% of its market cap in the liquidity pool. Isn't that nuts? But that's a tongue-in-cheek because no coin, mostly, they don't go straight down. All right? What happens is they go down, and then there's volume, and it goes down again, and then there's volume, and it goes down again. So yes, on average, it goes down, but there are people cashing out along the way. So it's not 1 win, 30 lose. It's more like 1 win, 15 lose, more like that. But hey, the numbers are still shocking, right? It's still absolutely shocking. And by the way, you know, you could even say, oh, well, like it's a couple more win like that. Not really. Like, would you call a 2x a win in crypto? A 3x a win? Like you might say, oh yeah, that's a win. And I'll go, no, it's not. Because in crypto, your downside is minus 99%. And you all know it. We all know it. Okay. So you need to be compensated with that risk. It's like, are you going to cross a highway blind with cars along the motorway speeding for like just a little bar of candy at the end? You might say, oh, imagine you did it and you successfully cross the path, right? You're like, wow, you won a little little piece of candy. Look at you. You're like, yeah, but was that worth the risk? No, you know, if you keep doing it enough times, it's over. And all you're going to have is like 2 candies. So you're going to keep playing the game. It's the same thing with this. You need to be compensated. Here I am. Once again, everybody who thinks they're a genius is going to sell in 2025, right? But really, what if 2024 sucks? We'll see about that. Not a single person has told us that they plan to buy in 2025. Not a single one. So that money's going to be moved somewhere. Usually people get fear and usually people get FOMO and they draw it in early. That's also possible. But hey, what if things suck in 2024? What if the economy's trash? You got to be prepared for everything. It's also interesting, the thought of everybody giving up on the 4-year cycle and then it all plays out again. But you got to imagine, this is where it gets a bit tough, friends. See, you might say to me, hey, the 4-year cycle can just play out. I'll say, yeah, it can. But I just want to bring something to your attention. Firstly, we've already got the Roca Negra ETF. So that was the bull market weapon. They've already used it. It's too early. They've used it early. Imagine it wasn't even on the cards and you asked me, hey, what would make you want to buy in 2025? And I would say, oh, if we had a Roca Negra ETF. Well, it's here now. It's 2023. What about infinite money printing? Well, how much do you trust it? Because we already had infinite money printing and we still got scammed by the insiders. And the futures ETF, paper Bitcoin by JP Mosquito and the Goldman Slugs, they've been working for the government, the US Fed, to squash Bitcoin as a competitor to the US dollar. And we got crushed. They're winning. They're strangling. Okay? You can see it by the chart here. Tell me how on God's green earth, something with parabolic supply shock, how do you do a rounded top? This has never happened before in the history of mankind. This is all manipulated, friends. This is 100% manipulated. This was meant to go, I mean, look at this. This was meant to poke above 100K. All right? We all know it. But they were able to stop it. What makes you think that they can't stop it again? Infinite money printing? I guess we'll have to wait and see. The good thing is, we can actually use the system. I got my weekly super trends. We're going to be right on track. We're not going to be caught off guard this time. Make sure you like, subscribe, press the belly button. I appreciate every single one of you. Going to catch you in the next one.